So really, you're not like having to worry about establishing, your frame 8 Nair so much. You're not really worried about the general swordplay stuff because you have gimmicks, and gimmicks make the world go round in this game. We're seeing a Sonic. Okay.
Oh boy. Well, dude. No. Well, that's the thing with Heroes. I like how he really echoes like a traditional, like kind of JRPG. The way that you play him, like you kind of wait, you take your turn, you get what you want, and then you swing once you're happy with what you see. So it's pretty cool how they designed him, in my opinion. But Sonic against PT, so many PTs in this tournament, by the way. Damn. Actually, just two I think in the top 8, which is pretty solid representation.
I only saw the GaYo Sonic once. I think GaYo went down 2-0 in the grand final set that they were playing, and they wound up going with the Sonic. The Sonic did not fare all that well. I'll have to see how it fares against Noku, but here's the thing. We did see, we've seen a Pit, a Dark Pit, and a Hero do pretty well, all things considered, against some of these characters. And really just do well in this tournament at large. What is it about this matchup that's causing GaYo to go Sonic instead of those 3?
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know him as a player. I don't know. Did he play Sonic before, Wi-Fi was the primary form?
I could not tell you confidently. And really, GaYo popping up pretty prominently in these brackets, but again, it was on the swords of one of those 3 characters and on the bow of at least 2 of them. But right now, the Sonic just trying to take a stock off of this Ivysaur, trying to read the getup. You really thought the man was gonna jump. Like, you really thought. I can respect the confidence, but the results are the results. The Zard comes out, and perhaps warming up the Zard, you never know, for potential other opposition. There's a pretty good Zard waiting in the next round there, hasn't Matt? But GaYo right now making this, not winning on the scoreboard, but still making this interesting.
Nice. I like that high recovery, too. There's not a whole lot Sonic could have KO'd with there. Maybe like a really hard read, charge up smash, something, but back air is not going to be enough from that side of the stage, so... Okay, yep. I was gonna say, I think he might be able to make that still. It was close, though. Okay. The ledge.
The thing is that you're not really gambling a whole lot there if you're Noku. You know that GaYo is not going to go for that up smash. It's way too precise. Precise a prediction, in my opinion.
Noku did a great job there, jumping out of the corner, forward smash. Yep, that's gonna do it. He's tracing these side beats from Charizard too, and that's something like GaYo, he can definitely catch on to some defensive habits very well, and you can see him use the speed of Sonic and then line himself up for a really good punish. So he's getting better and better at the matchup. So I'd expect this one to go a bit longer here, Stu. Well, I mean, naturally there is a Sonic in the matchup, so it's gonna happen. But it's the way you play the character, man.
It's weird to even say this with Ivysaur out. Never mind that we have a Charizard, but it really is going to come down to how much GaYo can slow down the matchup. I don't really foresee anything that you can do as GaYo, just considering this is not your main. This is a pocket Wi-Fi Sonic that you are dealing with, and I don't think... Oh, there you go. Really, you just have to capitalize on mistakes, and I was really about to say, like, you make mistakes by drawing out movement, and perhaps bad buttons from Noku, but, in relatively quick succession, GaYo has found himself in the lead.
Telling you, man, he's catching on to some stuff here. He's playing more confidently. He's moving around the PT, all the Pokemon too. Like okay, good follow up there. Running behind the barrage of Razor Leaves. Okay, up air too. Nice scoop there. Noku putting himself back on the board, making himself known as a presence to the ledge. Dude, apparently that's the key to success there with PT.
That's what you got to do with Ivysaur. Yeah, you have to.
And Zard.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
all right, yeah.
Yeah, that flower is an absolute cannon. You have to establish that thing. There. Again, that quick little get off me option. You wanna keep a Sonic from just kind of charging in at you, just full speed ahead. That is what you do. You kind of have to jump, and you have to establish that thing, but that fair chasing him, going where eagles dare, and GaYo taking game one with the blue blur, and Noku is going to have to figure out some counterplay real fast. Anything that you were picking up upon, Hazmat?
Oh, man, I mean, that was just really great adjustment on the side of the Sonic. Like I said, just the ability to trace and move around PT. That's why Sonic can play that really campy game that he has. It's just all about movement and anticipation. And my man has got it in spades. So very well done taking down that game that it was looking impossible at first, but able to close that one out, dude. And now you got, like, don't want to bring up momentum too much, but you had the lead against the Sonic, drop it down game one, and then you're coming into game two like, crap, now I'm down a game. So even if I win this one, play the long game against the Sonic, now I'm going to have a really hard time. I have to win 2 more games instead of this one that I could have had.
I mean, it's I know that people do view the term momentum in sports in general, but obviously esports being no exception. Just in competitions, like, they view it rather cynically. I do believe in the flow of the game. Call me a fool if you will. Write it not in your articles, but it's a thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, it absolutely is.
There are higher powers at work here, chat. I feel like
that. Honestly, that feels like a thing as a competitor that I felt first before a commentator. It's like, dude, if someone's just destroying me, I feel like it affects me as a player. Maybe that's just like a weaker mental state or something, but I feel like it affects everybody at some point. When someone starts hitting you and they start making these comebacks, you can feel the electricity from the crowd, or from now that we're at home, like from everybody watching on Twitch. Like you start getting in your own head, man. That's just basic, what is it? Basic science, man. Like, every action has a reaction. So it's like if you start getting hit and you start feeling it, it starts affecting your play. That's momentum, man. That's momentum. I think it's very real, Stu. I don't think it's a silly storyline at all.
No, here's the thing, man. I mean, how many times have you been watching, like, say, a football game or a soccer match, and they go in at halftime, and all of a sudden one team maybe starts possessing the ball a little bit more, starts getting more chances on goal? That means something to a team. That does something to your psyche. And that does something when you're trying to hold on to a lead, too. So when you're seeing something like GaYo all of a sudden picking it up in the second half of a game, realizing, starting to believe in the offensive measures just a little bit more, that does something to you. And GaYo perhaps throwing out that spring, maybe not successful, but you know that you are dictating the movement of that Zard just a little bit more effectively. You're making Noku recover high, and eventually you're going to call out a mistake and catch him with an F smash. Eventually that ball is going to find itself in the back of the net. You will find yourself with points on the board, and right now GaYo having to believe in that, although Noku definitely solidifying a defense and making him work for it.
I'm telling you, I really do think that's one of GaYo's best traits as a player. Is he's very good at picking up not panicky but trigger happy defensive options, whether they're spot dodges on the ground or quick air dodges or quick jumps or anything like that. We've seen him do it a couple times tonight on stream, so it's like one of the reasons why he's either made big comebacks on stream, or he's been able to hold on to games or run away with games. And as we're seeing here, brought it back to 2-2 in terms of stocks. So,
oh man, I kind of like what I'm seeing from GaYo. Noku trying to charge in like a bull, and GaYo playing Matador. Seeing him just really winding it up, and eventually a dagger to the heart of that Squirtle. Down to the last stock goes Noku.
What did I just say, Stu? Reading bad defensive habits such as bad air dodges, stuff like that. Forward smash at 60. Gotta be a KO, man. You gotta be careful. Those air dodges against a player and spot dodges against a player who's looking at them and look at now. You want to talk about momentum? Literally rolling away with this game. Yeah. Insane stuff here.
GaYo has far more than just this set in mind. Perhaps a little bit of symbolism, or maybe, dare I say, some foreshadowing if he can slay this Zard as Beast awaits in losers final. Excuse me. It's going to be the up throw that takes the stock. Noku certainly not out of it yet. However, GaYo has him at 103, perhaps on the ropes. Down but not out is Noku.
Gonna try to rack up some damage here with the Ivysaur. Try to get him off stage and get to the Zard. Let's see if you can find it, man. Okay, nope, so far.
You're going to have to earn that bigger target of the Zard, absolutely. But the back air renders it null and void, and all of a sudden, GaYo like set on far more than just third place. taking out the Ivysaur of Noku. A valiant effort by the PT main. Will dip out at 4th place. All the credit in the world to Noku. A well done in this tournament, all in all. But
go back to that air dodge read.
By all means, yeah. Let's hear your take on this.
And Chris, put my voiceover that says he's really good at reading defensive habits such as air dodges. Look at 54, bro. Pretty sure he hits him to 60. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought he was at 60. Boom. And he air dodged in. I think he thought he might have snapped the ledge there too. So maybe he was just kind of miscalculating a little bit there. But that's exactly what GaYo was looking for. Very nice job there.
The mental side of the game of Smash is so key. Obviously, you have to be able to move. If you cannot move in this game, you cannot win. But it really does come down to more than just character matchups or whatever, and more than just the tools. We can talk about frame data and what's plus on block and what works well in what situation until the cows come home. At the end of the day, you have to have the brain in order to employ said tactics. And GaYo did perfectly. When you're talking about air dodging to ledge, leaving yourself open, GaYo utilized one of the better forward smashes in the game with some ridiculous range to find that stock. And yeah, you would think you can't just get away with that because you're a small body. I mean, you may not be hit all that often, but when you are hit, you're going to be punished. And that's a kill every day of the week. GaYo, a smart enough player and certainly well positioned enough to find that kill, and one that wound up making a difference in that set, Hazmat.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.